Lesson 1, Exploring Biblical Traditions.
Have you read Matthew 26 verse 41? It is quite profound.
Yes, it is. The verse speaks about being watchful and prayerful.
Exactly. It emphasizes the importance of vigilance in our spiritual lives.
I find it fascinating how such teachings have shaped traditions.
Indeed. Some traditions, like the practice of scouring, may have roots in these texts.
That is interesting. How did it pass into tradition?
It seems that the message of being alert led to various rituals over time.
Yes. People often seek to embody the teachings in their daily lives.
Have you encountered any specific traditions that stem from this passage?
I have. Some communities hold prayer vigils to reflect on the importance of the verse.
That is a beautiful way to honor the message.
It truly is. It creates a sense of community and shared purpose.
I appreciate how ancient texts continue to influence modern practices.
Yes. They offer timeless wisdom that resonates with many.
So, do you think we should incorporate such teachings into our own lives?
Absolutely. Regular reflection can enhance our personal growth.
I agree. It can also strengthen our connections with others.
Indeed. Sharing insights from these texts can spark meaningful conversations.
Let us make a plan to explore more passages together.
Lesson 2, The Divide of Race.
Will we all come together or come apart? The divide of race has been America's challenge for so long.
That is a profound question. The history of racial tension is complex and painful.
Yes, it is. However, I believe there is hope for unity if we work together.
I agree. Dialogue is essential for bridging divides.
How do you think we can encourage more open conversations about race?
We must create safe spaces where people feel comfortable sharing their experiences.
That is a great idea. Listening is just as important as speaking.
Exactly. Understanding different perspectives can foster empathy.
Have you seen any successful initiatives aimed at promoting unity?
Yes, community events that celebrate diversity can be very effective.
I have noticed that cultural festivals often bring people together.
They do. Food, music, and art can create connections among different groups.
What about educational programs? Do they have a role in this?
Absolutely. Teaching history honestly can help people understand the roots of the divide.
It is important to acknowledge the past while working towards a better future.
Yes. Education can empower individuals to challenge stereotypes.
So, what can we do personally to contribute to this cause?
We can start by educating ourselves and discussing these topics with friends.
That sounds like a plan. Every conversation can create ripples of change.
Indeed. Together, we can build a more inclusive community.
I believe that change is possible if we remain committed to the journey.
Lesson 3: Sports and National Identity.
The dominance of professional sport can sometimes feel like a threat to Canadian independence.
I understand what you mean. Sports are such an important component of our national culture.
Exactly. Hockey, for example, is a huge part of our identity.
Yes. Yet, the focus on professional leagues can overshadow local teams and grassroots sports.
That is a significant point. Community sports foster unity and pride.
Right. They bring people together and celebrate our diverse cultures.
Do you think professional sports can coexist with local traditions?
I believe they can, but it requires balance. We must not forget our roots.
Absolutely. Celebrating our local athletes is essential for maintaining that connection.
And we should support initiatives that promote youth sports programs.
Yes. Investing in youth development can strengthen our national identity.
Have you ever participated in local sports?
I played in a community soccer league for several years. It was a blast.
That sounds fun. I used to play basketball with friends.
Community sports create lasting memories and friendships.
Yes. Those experiences shape our understanding of teamwork and perseverance.
So, how can we advocate for a balance between professional and local sports?
We could organize events that highlight local talent and celebrate their achievements.
That is a brilliant idea. Showcasing local athletes can inspire others.
Exactly. It reinforces the importance of sports at all levels.
I am excited about the potential for growth in our sports culture.
Lesson 4: Personal Growth and Friendship.
I have changed. I have become less shy over the past year.
That is wonderful to hear. What do you think contributed to that change?
I believe I have learned that making friends is about being open and approachable.
Absolutely. It takes courage to step out of your comfort zone.
Yes. I started attending more social events, and it made a difference.
That is a great strategy. Meeting new people can be intimidating at first.
It was, but I found that most people are friendly and welcoming.
Exactly. Often, we are all just looking for connection.
Have you had any similar experiences with making new friends?
Definitely. I used to be quite reserved, but I have learned to engage in conversations.
What changed for you?
I realize that everyone appreciates a genuine smile and a friendly attitude.
That is so true. Positivity can be contagious.
Yes. I also started joining clubs that interest me.
That is a fantastic way to meet like-minded individuals.
It really is. Shared interests provide an instant connection.
So, what advice would you give to someone struggling with shyness?
I would say start small. Begin with simple greetings and build from there.
That sounds approachable. Each small step can lead to greater confidence.
Exactly. Confidence grows with each interaction.
I am glad we can share our journeys together.
Lesson 5: Planning a European Adventure.
I have always dreamed of exploring Europe. Any advice on planning such a trip?
Absolutely. First, you should decide which countries you want to visit.
That makes sense. There are so many amazing places to choose from.
Yes. Consider what interests you most: history, art, food, or nature.
I love history and food. That narrows it down a bit.
Great choices. Countries like Italy and France offer rich history and incredible cuisine.
I agree. I have always wanted to try authentic Italian pasta.
You must. Also, consider how long you plan to stay in each location.
I would love to spend at least a few days in each city.
That sounds ideal. It allows you to explore without feeling rushed.
Should I also look into transportation options between countries?
Yes. Trains are a fantastic way to travel across Europe.
I have heard that the train system is efficient and scenic.
It truly is. Plus, you can enjoy beautiful views along the way.
What about accommodations? Any recommendations?
I suggest booking a mix of hotels and local hostels for a unique experience.
That is a good idea. I would like to meet new people during my travels.
Exactly. Hostels often have a vibrant atmosphere.
Should I also learn a few basic phrases in each language?
Yes. A little effort goes a long way in connecting with locals.
I will practice my greetings and polite expressions.
Perfect. It shows respect and can enhance your experience.
I am getting excited just thinking about this trip.
Lesson 6: Exploring Culinary Adventures.
I cannot wait to try more dishes during our trip.
Me too. I have heard their street food is absolutely amazing.
Yes. Street food often showcases the best of local flavors.
Exactly. What are you most excited to try?
I am eager to sample the famous tacos. I have heard they are out of this world.
Tacos sound delicious. I am also looking forward to trying the local pastries.
Pastries? Now you have my attention. What kind do you have in mind?
I heard about a sweet treat called churros. They are supposed to be delightful.
Churros are fantastic. Crispy on the outside and soft inside.
Yes. And they are often served with chocolate sauce for dipping.
That sounds heavenly. We must find the best churro vendor.
Definitely. I will do some research to find local favorites.
What about drinks? Any special beverages you want to try?
I cannot wait to try fresh fruit juices. They are often so refreshing.
Yes. I love how vibrant and flavorful they are.
And what about trying local coffee? I have heard wonderful things.
I agree. Coffee culture can be so rich and diverse.
It sounds like our trip will be a culinary adventure.
Absolutely. Every meal will be a new experience.
I am getting excited just thinking about it.
Me too. Let us make sure to document our food journey.
Lesson 7: Managing Schoolwork Pressure.
What if I cannot keep up with the schoolwork?
Just take it one day at a time and ask for help when you need it.
That sounds reasonable, but sometimes it feels overwhelming.
I understand. Many students feel that way at some point.
How do you manage your workload?
I prioritize my tasks and break them down into smaller steps.
That is a smart strategy. It makes things feel more manageable.
Yes. Also, I keep a planner to track deadlines and assignments.
I should try that. I often forget about due dates.
A planner can help you stay organized and reduce stress.
What if I still feel lost despite my efforts?
It is essential to reach out for help. Teachers and classmates can provide support.
That is true. I sometimes hesitate to ask questions.
Many students feel the same way, but asking questions is vital for understanding.
I will remember that. How do you handle study sessions?
I study in groups when I can. It makes learning more enjoyable.
That sounds fun. Sharing ideas can enhance understanding.
Exactly. We can motivate and encourage each other.
So, what is your advice for staying focused during study time?
I suggest setting specific goals for each session and taking breaks.
That sounds helpful. Short breaks can recharge your mind.
Yes. It prevents burnout and keeps learning enjoyable.
Thank you for the tips. I feel more confident about managing my schoolwork.
Lesson 8: Making Plans.
Do you have a date and location in mind for the event?
I was thinking about next Saturday at the community center.
That sounds promising. I will check my schedule and let you know.
Perfect. I hope you can make it. It should be a lot of fun.
I would not miss it. What activities do you have planned?
We will have games, music, and some delicious food.
That sounds like a great combination. Do you need help with anything?
Yes. I could use some assistance with setting up the decorations.
I would be happy to help with that. I have a knack for putting things together.
That is wonderful. I appreciate your support.
Should we also consider inviting more people?
Absolutely. The more, the merrier. I will send out invitations.
Great idea. Do you have a list of people you want to invite?
Yes, I have a few friends in mind.
Should we also reach out to some local groups?
That is an excellent suggestion. It could add to the excitement.
I can help with that too. Just let me know what you need.
Thank you. I am excited about making this event memorable.
Me too. It is always nice to bring people together.
Yes. And I think it will strengthen our community.
Definitely. Let us finalize the details soon.
Lesson 9: Making Plans.
I am meeting a friend for lunch later.
Exciting. That sounds nice. Where are you going?
We are trying that new Italian restaurant downtown.
I have heard great things about that place. What are you planning to order?
I am thinking about the truffle pasta. It sounds delicious.
That does sound tempting. I love truffles. They add such a rich flavor.
Yes. I am also curious about their dessert menu.
You should definitely save room for dessert.
I will. I have heard their tiramisu is exceptional.
Tiramisu is a classic. It is the perfect way to end a meal.
Agreed. Do you have any lunch plans today?
I do. I am meeting a couple of friends at a cafe nearby.
That sounds lovely. What will you be eating?
I think I will try their quinoa salad. It is supposed to be very fresh.
Quinoa salad sounds healthy. You always choose the nutritious options.
I try. But I might sneak in a pastry afterward.
That is the spirit. Balance is key.
Yes. Enjoying a treat is important too.
Well, enjoy your day. I hope you have a wonderful lunch.
Lesson 10: Building Confidence.
I believe awkwardness is something many people face.
Absolutely. Confidence often comes with practice.
Yes. It is interesting how we can learn to navigate social situations.
Starting small is a great way to build it up.
Exactly. What do you suggest for someone who feels awkward in social settings?
They could begin by engaging in brief conversations with strangers.
That is a brilliant idea. Simple greetings can lead to more significant interactions.
Yes. Over time, they will become more comfortable.
Have you ever experienced a particularly awkward moment?
Oh, many times. I once introduced myself to someone twice at the same party.
That is quite humorous. How did you handle it?
I laughed it off and said, I must really want to be friends.
That is a great response. Humor can ease awkward situations.
Yes. It helps everyone feel more relaxed.
So, what other tips do you have for building confidence?
Practicing positive self-talk can be very effective.
I agree. Encouraging oneself is essential for growth.
Additionally, setting small goals can lead to bigger achievements.
Yes. Celebrating those little victories can boost self-esteem.
And surrounding yourself with supportive friends makes a difference.
Absolutely. A good support system helps us feel more secure.
So, shall we commit to trying new social activities together?
That sounds like a fantastic plan. We can support each other.
Yes. Together, we can conquer our social awkwardness.
I am excited about this journey. Let us build our confidence step by step.
Lesson 11: Caring for your Christmas tree.
Real pine trees smell nice, do they not?
Yes, they do. However, you have to be careful that they do not dry out and start a fire.
Absolutely. Keeping a tree hydrated is essential during the holiday season.
This year, we have an especially beautiful tree at home.
That sounds lovely. What type of pine did you choose?
We selected a Fraser fir. It has such a wonderful fragrance.
Great choice. I have heard they hold their needles well.
Yes. They are known for their durability, which is perfect for the holidays.
How often do you water your tree?
I water it every day to ensure it stays fresh.
That is a good routine. I once forgot to water a tree, and it dried out quickly.
Oh no! Did it lose its needles?
Yes, and it became a fire hazard too. I learned my lesson.
Fire safety is so important during this time of year.
Definitely. We should also check the lights for any frayed wires.
Yes. Safety first. How do you usually decorate your tree?
I like to use a mix of ornaments, including handmade ones from childhood.
That sounds charming. Handmade ornaments add a personal touch.
They do. What about you? Do you have a favorite decoration?
I love the twinkling lights. They create such a warm ambience.
I agree. The lights really bring the tree to life.
I cannot wait to see our trees all decorated and glowing.
It will be a beautiful sight, indeed. Let us enjoy the season safely and joyfully.
Lesson 12, Embracing Growth.
Life is quite a journey, is it not?
Exactly. Through it all, we learn and become stronger.
Yes. Each challenge teaches us something valuable.
I have faced many obstacles, but I always find a silver lining.
That is a great perspective. What is one lesson you have learned recently?
I learned the importance of patience. Good things take time.
That is a valuable lesson. I often forget to be patient with myself.
It is easy to rush things in our fast-paced world.
Yes. I have learned that taking a step back can provide clarity.
Absolutely. Reflecting on experiences helps us grow.
Have you ever had a moment that changed your outlook on life?
Yes. I once volunteered at a shelter, and it opened my eyes.
That sounds impactful. What did you take away from that experience?
I realized how fortunate I am and the importance of giving back.
That is a beautiful lesson. Helping others enriches our own lives.
Exactly. It creates a sense of community and connectedness.
So, how do you continue to foster your personal growth?
I read books and seek out new experiences to challenge myself.
That is a great approach. Learning is a lifelong journey.
Yes. I believe we should embrace change and remain open-minded.
I completely agree. Every experience shapes us in some way.
Let us promise to keep growing together through our experiences.
Absolutely. Supporting each other makes the journey even more rewarding.
Lesson 13, Travel Preparation.
For unexpected delays, it is wise to have a backup plan.
That is a good idea. How about reserving accommodations in advance?
Yes. Booking a hotel ahead of time can save a lot of stress.
Exactly. It also ensures that you have a place to stay, no matter what happens.
Have you ever faced a situation where you needed to change your plans last minute?
Yes. Once, my flight was delayed, and I had to find a hotel quickly.
That must have been stressful. What did you do?
I ended up using a travel app to find a nearby hotel with availability.
That is a smart move. Technology can be quite helpful in those moments.
It really is. I would recommend downloading such apps before traveling.
Great suggestion. I will make sure to have a few on my phone.
Also, consider checking cancellation policies when booking.
That is essential. Flexible policies can make a big difference.
Yes. You never know when plans might change.
So, should we create a checklist for our upcoming trip?
Absolutely. A checklist can help us stay organized and prepared.
I will add items like accommodations, transportation, and essential documents.
Perfect. Let us also include emergency contacts and important numbers.
That is a great idea. It provides peace of mind while traveling.
Yes. Being prepared allows us to focus on enjoying the journey.
I am excited about our trip and all the adventures ahead.
Lesson 14: Wealth and Responsibility.
In a society as blessed as ours, it is remarkable to consider our resources.
Indeed. We live in the most affluent democracy in the world's history.
It is astonishing that we can spend trillions on various initiatives.
Yes, but it raises questions about how we allocate those resources.
Absolutely. Should we prioritize education, healthcare, or infrastructure?
All are essential, but I believe education should come first.
I agree. Investing in education lays the foundation for a better future.
Plus, educated citizens can contribute more effectively to society.
That is very true. What do you think about the wealth gap in our country?
It is concerning. With so much wealth, it is sad to see inequality persist.
Yes. We must find ways to ensure that prosperity reaches everyone.
Perhaps we should focus on social programs that uplift the disadvantaged.
That is a great idea. Programs that provide support can make a difference.
And we should encourage philanthropy among the wealthy.
Definitely. Those with means have a responsibility to help others.
It is about creating a more equitable society for future generations.
So, how can we advocate for these changes?
We can start by raising awareness and engaging in community discussions.
Yes. Each conversation can inspire action and progress.
Together, we can contribute to a more just society.
I am hopeful that with dedication, we can make a positive impact.
Lesson 15: Upgrading electronics.
Let us upgrade our electronics today.
Agreed. These advancements are impressive.
I am particularly excited about the new smartphones. They have incredible features.
Yes. The camera quality is outstanding. I love how they capture detail.
Exactly. I cannot believe how many lenses they include now.
It is like carrying a professional camera in your pocket.
Have you seen the latest tablets? They are so versatile.
Yes. Some can even function as laptops. It is remarkable.
I love the idea of having everything in one device.
It makes working on the go much easier. What do you plan to upgrade?
I am considering a new laptop. Mine is getting quite slow.
That is a wise choice. A faster laptop can improve productivity.
Are you thinking of upgrading anything?
I might look into a smartwatch. They seem quite useful.
Smartwatches are great. They help track fitness and notifications.
Yes. Plus, they look stylish too.
Should we check out the accessories section as well?
Definitely. I need a new case for my phone.
And I want to see if they have any cool headphones.
Great idea. Quality headphones can enhance the listening experience.
Let us explore and see what deals they have today.
Lesson 16, Taking Steps Towards Growth.
It is normal to feel overwhelmed at times, is it not?
Yes, it definitely is. Many people experience similar emotions.
I often find myself unsure about how to move forward.
That is completely understandable. It is important to take it one step at a time.
Exactly. Breaking things down into smaller tasks can make them feel more manageable.
Yes. I have learned that setting small goals can lead to significant progress.
What methods do you use to stay focused on those small goals?
I keep a journal to track my progress and reflect on my feelings.
That sounds like a great idea. Writing can be very therapeutic.
It truly is. It helps me clarify my thoughts and emotions.
I should try that. Sometimes, my mind feels cluttered with worries.
Journaling can provide a sense of relief and organization.
Have you ever faced a situation where you had to take things slowly?
Yes. When I started a new job, I felt overwhelmed at first.
How did you cope with that?
I reminded myself to learn gradually and ask questions when needed.
That is a wise approach. Seeking help can alleviate pressure.
Yes. It is important to remember that everyone learns at their own pace.
So true. I will keep that in mind as I tackle my challenges.
Together, we can support each other in taking those steps.
Absolutely. Having a friend to share the journey makes a big difference.
Lesson 17, Choosing the Perfect B&B.
When it comes to bed and breakfasts, I prefer something with rustic charm.
I completely agree. A cozy atmosphere makes all the difference.
Yes. I love the idea of staying in a place with wooden beams and vintage decor.
That sounds delightful. Scenic views are also a must for me.
Absolutely. Waking up to beautiful landscapes is so refreshing.
Have you seen any B&Bs that catch your eye?
I found one that overlooks a picturesque lake. It looks stunning.
That sounds perfect. I can imagine sipping coffee on the porch.
Yes. Relaxing by the water would be so peaceful.
What about the breakfast options? They are important too.
I hope they serve homemade pastries. Freshly baked goods are a treat.
Yes. And it would be nice to have locally sourced ingredients.
That adds to the charm. Supporting local farmers is always a good idea.
So, should we look for reviews to help us decide?
Definitely. Reading others' experiences can guide us to the best choice.
I will help with that. Let us find a place that meets our preferences.
Together, we will find the perfect rustic B&B for our getaway.